Hi, this is a short little video introducing my web project for EDET 735, Technology for Diverse Populations. The web page that I developed, the web pages, are accessible from my home page. If you scroll down, you can see there's a link here for EDET 735. Click on that and skip navigation. You can see there's a couple of projects there, newsletter and a web project, and this is the web project that I developed. The web project was based on some technology that I had found by doing some other research for other projects in this class. And it has to do, it's based on a speech to text technology, but it's actually a speech or text to sign language translation that's done automatically on a computer. And I found this pretty fascinating and just wanted to look more into it and share it with everyone else. So here's the introduction to it, my rationale for the technology, where it explains how I used to think that the accommodations for deaf individuals watching videos could have been taken care of by closed captioning, but that's not the case. Whereas people that are born deaf that learn sign language, and here on out we'll be talking American Sign Language or any form of sign language for that matter, that's their primary language and not English. And it would be the same as if someone was naturally a Spanish speaking person who was trying to read English closed captioning. It was going too fast, they couldn't keep up. The issue with it right now, we have interpreters in school that shadow students, but interpreters, well, they have to be paid salaries, and as anyone in education knows, funding is an issue. And the number of interpreters in a particular school district may not be able to accommodate all of them. Plus, there's no universal sign language. These are all things I thought sign language was sign language, but it wasn't. The problem occurs when you're trying to do a speech to sign language translation. It has to do with that sign language is its own language, has its own grammar and syntax. It's nothing like English. And I wanted to bring this up. This lady here said ASL shares no grammatical similarities to English and should not be considered in any way to be broken, mimed, or a gestural form of English. In terms of syntax, for example, ASL has a topic context syntax, while English uses subject verb. I found this interesting when she said that, in fact, terms of syntax, ASL shares more with spoken Japanese than it does with English. And I read that and that just kind of blew my mind. Let's look into some of the research that's going into this type of technology. And the technology I'm talking about is where it would be an automatic by use of an avatar that would take in what a teacher says and translate it to sign language for them, just like a human would do. Which, by the way, we're a pretty long way from actually substituting out a machine for a human yet, but technology is working its way to it. Here's some research videos. We see this lady here is named Helen Boyer. She's from IBM. They're working on it as well. One of the colleges that's working on it the most is DePaul University. They have an entire section of their website dedicated to this. They call it ASL synthesizing. And here's one that's being developed in Japan by a company called Diginfo. And of course, here's some research articles that I found that list all the stuff that's going on. And a lot of it's from DePaul University, but I think they're taking the lead on it. So let's go back up to the category section. Some of the tech resources that's available right now, it's pretty limited out there from what's being developed because this is fairly new technology, but more and more is coming online. Of course, there's an app for that for iPad and iPhone. It's called ASL Translator app for iPad and iPhone. Only costs about $3, but with $3 you can expect to get what you get. It basically does signed English, which isn't exactly ASL, but it could get you by somewhat. Some of the reviews are mixed. They do put a disclaimer out that says, this does not necessarily could never replace a human. The drawback for this was that it did require you have Wi-Fi connectivity, so if you were somewhere where there was no Wi-Fi, then this app would be useless. Um, Scientel is a company that comes close to having it. They don't use an avatar. What they use is a lady that was videoed doing sign language, and it puts together a collection of signs that she's done to excuse me, to put the sign language out. It does finger spelling, double letters show proper movement, and so on. And here's a demo video that the company put out. Now, iCommunicator was the only system that I found that was truly marketed as an assistive technology for the deaf and hard of hearing community. And it even addresses the primary thing was that kids, 17-year-old, 18-year-old kids that are deaf have a significantly lower reading ability, for instance, on a fourth grade level compared to their hearing classmates. And this system is available through districts right now. Some districts have it. And here's a demo video for them. Let's go back up to the categories, and this is just my summary page where I summarized everything that we'd looked at. And again, reiterated some of the points I talked about earlier, and speaking of how that the performance gap in learning can definitely be closed by a technology like this, and help them gain something even more, independence. Thank you.